Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. We're still waiting for a few people to connect. It looks like we have two people that are trying to connect. It may be that they're not close enough to an internet connection, or they have a weak internet signal. If you folks just be patient, we have one person who's still trying, and I have a feeling that it may be his internet. So he may come on here in just a minute. But anyway, once again, good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is March 27th, 2023. The time is approximately 10:10 a.m. and we are on the record. Everything here is being recorded live on YouTube and is also being recorded in the courtroom. We are a court of record, so we are required by law to record all our proceedings. I'm going to ask everyone who hasn't done it already to please mute your device until your case is called, okay? That prevents there being background noise while we're conducting the proceedings. I went ahead and muted. I can mute you if I see you're unmuted, but just try to keep your device on mute until your case is called. Today, we are having what's called an arraignment docket. That means that you're here for the first time to answer to your violation. Before we get into the actual cases, I'm going to explain on some things and let you know about some rights that you have. These are Class C misdemeanors with fines that normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It is the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. There's also some important things I need to let you know. If you find yourself in a situation where I order fines and court costs, and you find yourself in a situation where you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. There is an application that you can fill out, and if you qualify, I can put you on an extended payment plan. I can order community service or a combination of those things. The important thing to note is that just because you are unable to pay doesn't mean there's not something else we can do so that you can be compliant. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest in your case and a finding of guilt could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in that situation, I strongly suggest that you consult an attorney. Finally, there are consequences beyond this courtroom regarding on certain cases. For instance, if you are cited for not having insurance and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or if you're found guilty, you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas, which I have no control over. So if you have a question whether your particular case could be subject to consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Is there any questions from anyone before I go any further? Okay. The way this is going to work, I'm going to call your case. When you hear your case called, I ask that you unmute your device and that you I'm going to ask for your name. I'm going to call your name, ask you to unmute your device, and then I'm going to let you know what you're being charged with. I'm then going to ask you, how do you plead? You have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, I'm going to find you guilty, and we're going to go to the sentencing portion of the case. The difference between the two is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you are not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't do it. But what you are telling the court is that there is enough evidence before the court at this time to substantiate a finding of guilt. The other difference is that when you plead no contest to a charge, that plea of no contest cannot be used in a civil proceeding as evidence of guilt or liability, okay, whereas a plea of guilty can, okay? If you enter a plea of not guilty, then your case will be set for trial. You will first have a pre-trial, which will be conducted the way we're conducting this right now. There will be a prosecutor present where you will have an opportunity to meet with and talk to. At that time, you can try to negotiate a plea bargain agreement. You can talk to the prosecutor if you feel that your case has a valid excuse or has a valid defense. It's the prosecutor who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. And the prosecutor has the ability to dismiss a case or recommend dismissal of a case if he feels that it is warranted. He has the ability to recommend a plea bargain agreement on a case. If I'm in agreement, I will sign off on the agreement. The point being is that at your pretrial, that is the best place to try to get your case resolved. If you are unable to resolve your case at pretrial, then your case will be set for trial. And it's going to be your choice whether you want a trial by the judge, which would be me, or a trial in front of the jury. Okay? Any questions before I call the first case? Okay. Court calls cause number 23020000324, State of Texas versus Roland Flores. Mr. Flores, I see you on here. You need to unmute your device.
Okay, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay, Mr.
Okay, sorry.
Please raise your right hand.
I am.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Flores, you are charged with the offense of having an open container, which was alleged to have occurred on March 5th, 2003 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of open container alleged to have occurred on or about March 5th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest, sir.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. Mr. Flores, I'm going to place you on what's called 90 days deferred disposition. What that means when you get deferred disposition is that if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case will get dismissed, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a fine of $209.90, Mr. Flores, and a court cost of $76 for a total of $285.90. Can you pay that today? Mr. Flores?
Yes, sir.
Can you pay the $285.90 today?
No, sir, but I am working, and if I could get maybe like 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure I can get it.
Okay, Mr. Flores, if I look at my calendar, if I give you 1 month, would that help you out?
Yes, sir. That would do great, sir.
Okay, I'm going to give you till April 26th.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Flores, you need to come by the Robstown Municipal Court today before 5 o'clock or at the latest tomorrow to sign off on your paperwork, okay?
Yes, sir.
That has to be done, and everyone listening knows you have to come by the court, or if you live out of town, you have to call the court and make arrangements to get your paperwork signed, because if you don't do that, it's going to be as if you didn't appear today. It's very important that the paperwork be signed off on, okay?
Okay. Oh, sir, I'm right here right now. Actually, can I stop by there right now?
Yes, you can.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Court calls cause number 23020000373, State of Texas versus Raul Medina. Raul Medina.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Raul Medina.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you are. Okay, let me go ahead and change your device to reflect your name. Okay, Mr. Medina.
Yes, ma'am. My name is
Right hand.
Yes.
Medina,
Yes, sir. Good morning.
please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Medina, you are charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on or about March 11, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on March 11, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition, Mr. Medina. It's a fine of $230, costs of $76 for a total of $306. I also am going to need you to do a drug awareness course online. You can do any drug awareness course, Mr. Medina, so long as you're able to get a certificate to provide the court, okay?
Yes, sir.
That needs to be done within the 90 days. By when can you pay $306, Mr. Medina?
I can pay it this Friday when I get paid.
Okay, then I'm gonna note that it's going to be due. You get paid on the 31st. I'm gonna have it due on the 3rd, Mr. Medina. That gives you, a day to get it, and that way you can come by Monday. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Medina, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court today by 5 or no later tomorrow to sign off on your paperwork, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Court calls cause number 23020000390, State of Texas versus Armando Sanchez Jr. Armando Sanchez Jr. Court calls cause number 2302-000-390, State of Texas versus Armando Sanchez III. Armando Sanchez III. Court calls cause number 2302-000-396, State of Texas versus Linda Rodriguez. Ms. Rodriguez, you need to unmute your phone.
There you go.
Yes, I can hear you, Ms. Rodriguez.
Sorry. It's Ermelinda Rodriguez, Your Honor.
Ermelinda Rodriguez. Okay, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Is that a yes, Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ms. Rodriguez, you are charged with the offense of illegal dumping in violation of City Statute 365.012, alleged to have occurred on January 31st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you understand it.
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of illegal dumping alleged to have occurred on or about January 31st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Contest.
I'm sorry, Ms. Rodriguez?
No contest.
No contest, okay. The court will accept your plea of no contest.
Sir, can I have a word, please?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
Okay, I did dump it in the dumpster, but I also cleaned around, and they should have told you that. There was a lot of trash. I picked up everything and put it in the trash can. And the only reason I dumped it was because they built me a new house and they weren't picking up the trash yet. I didn't know where to put it. I didn't want to put it on the street. I went and dumped it in the dumpster. I live with my daughter. We live on a income, monthly income. So please, if you are going to charge me, I need a payment plan or something. I get $900 a month. And the only reason I did that because I didn't want to throw it out in the street. I went and put it in the dumpster. I still got fined for it.
Okay, I understand, Ms. Rodriguez, and know this, that there is a city, there is a waste disposal site that trash can be taken to. Okay.
They told me that after the fact. I didn't know. I didn't even know we could go there and do it.
No, and I understand. I'm just letting you know now, and I can understand your situation. You needed to put your trash somewhere, and you can't put it on the street because you get cited for that also. But you can't put it in the dumpster either. That doesn't belong to you because that will get you cited also, right?
Really? So.
So I will definitely take that into consideration, Ms. Rodriguez. Have you ever been cited for this before? Ms. Rodriguez?
No, I'm sorry, sir.
You never been cited for this before, for this type of violation?
Well, actually, it was for roofing a long time ago, but it wasn't me, it was my household, but it was people that were working for me. They went into it and they had some papers and stuff in there. And I didn't find out when to clean it up. And I told them it wasn't me, but I will clean it up. I went and picked up everything up.
Okay.
But it was the people that were doing my roof. They were at that time, they just threw everything on the thing and they went and threw it out in the, I don't know where. Apparently somebody found it and it had my information. And I did tell them that they did fix my roof, but I got fined because I didn't get fined. I got, they just went to the house and told me, go pick it up or you're going to get fined. So I went and took out my kids and their friends and we picked up all the trash.
Okay. Okay. All right, Ms. Rodriguez. So I'm going to place you on what's called deferred disposition for 90 days. In other words, for 90 days, don't get any other citation.
No, you won't, sir. No, I never thought that.
It's going to be a fine of $110, cost of 81 for a total of 191, but you're going to have 3 months to pay it off.
Okay. And how much do I pay monthly? Does it matter or
it doesn't matter so long as it gets paid off by the end of the 90-day period, Ms. Rodriguez. So if you want to give, $30 this month and then $100 next month, It's up to you, so long as it gets paid by the 90-day period, okay?
When is the day that it's supposed to be paid by, sir?
It's gonna, and when you come to the court, they're gonna give you that exact date. But
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna
that's
give you
fine,
a
but-
more, I'm gonna give you a more or less, okay? It's gonna be more or less by June, like about June 26th, June 27th, somewhere around there. But when you come by the court, the paperwork will have the exact date on there, okay?
Okay, and I go today to pick up that paperwork, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Judge.
And just, if you get no other violations and you pay that amount within the 90-day period, Mr. Rodriguez, the case will get dismissed, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Any questions before I let you go?
No, sir.
Okay,
Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. The 90. Yes. Court calls cause number 2207-004680 and 2207-004681. State of Texas versus Ruben Esquivel. Ruben Esquivel. Ruben Esquivel.
Hello? There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
You were-
No, oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Yes, sir.
You're Ruben Esquivel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go ahead and change your name to reflect that.
Why did you go this morning?
Your child.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Esquivel, you are charged with 2 violations.
Yes, sir.
The first is driving with an open container in your vehicle. The second is possession of drug paraphernalia
Yes, sir.
to have occurred on or about January 29th, 2023 in Robstown, County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir, I am.
And do you understand it? Do you understand what you're being charged with, Mr. Esquivel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna go one by one. And you know what, Mr. Esquivel, I think you came into my Zoom a little bit later. I had already explained everything to everybody.
Yes, sir.
So before I go forward on yours, I'm gonna get this other gentleman because he's been waiting patiently. So I'm gonna put you back on mute and then I'm gonna go back to you because I'm gonna have to explain everything again. Sir, can you give me your name so I can go ahead and get you taken care of? The individual with the black jacket and the eyeglasses, sir? You're still on mute, sir.
So Rogelio Rojas,
Rogelio Rojas?
yes.
Okay, Mr. Rojas. Court call is cause number 23020000387, State of Texas versus Rogelio Rojas. Mr. Rojas, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Rojas, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact, family violence, alleged to have occurred on or about February 1st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of pushing, grabbing, and shoving Nicole Langdon. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Rojas, before I go any further, I'm required by law to read you the following admonishment. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law 18 USC section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Mr. Rojas, as of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about February 1st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Can you repeat the no contest one? What is that one?
Yes, when you plead no contest, Mr. Rojas, what you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't do it. What you're telling the court is that there's enough evidence before the court to substantiate a finding of guilt. That's
Substantiate
no
a-
contest.
But what was the left substantiating?
In other words,
Yeah,
there's
let's
enough
just go with
evidence. There's enough evidence before the court for a finding of guilt, but you're not pleading guilty. You're not contesting it.
Well, see, I don't understand none of the three. I'll just go with that one.
Well, I want to make sure you understand, Mr. Rojas, because I'm not here to make you do anything that you do not understand. Okay, it's important that you understand. It's serious.
Okay.
Okay, especially a charge of assault, family violence, because it can have repercussions later on if you are charged again with such an offense. You could, it could result in higher charges, right? There's an offense called repeat family violence, right? So it's important that you understand what you're doing here today. So
when I go with not guilty, then
okay, if you plead
let's
not,
go with not guilty.
then you're going to be able to meet with the prosecutor to discuss your case. If you have any witnesses that you want to have him talk to at that time, you can have them there present with you and he can talk to them. So I'll accept not guilty. Now, Mr. Rojas, if you have to have a trial, you want it in front of a judge or in front of a jury?
Could it be in person? I'm not too savvy on this.
No, if we have a trial, all trials are in person, Mr. Rojas.
Oh, it'll be on by phone?
No, it'll be in person. The trial will be in person.
Okay,
But if you have to have a trial, do you want it where I'm the one making the decision, the judge, or do you want it where a jury?
Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be fine.
so you're waiving your right to a trial by jury. You want it before the judge.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Rojas, accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to be setting this matter for trial. First, it's set for a pre-trial, Mr. Rojas. That pre-trial, Mr. Rojas, we do conduct it like this, but if you want to meet with the prosecutor in person, if you'll just call the court and let them know that you're going to be coming in person, he will meet with you, okay?
Okay, is that like on the day of the trial or I can go before?
No, the pre-trial is before the trial. You'll get a notice in the mail.
Okay,
Okay, you'll get a notice.
okay.
But sometime today before 5 or at the latest tomorrow, Mr. Rojas, you need to come by and sign up on your paperwork of not guilty, okay?
Okay, I can go by today.
Okay, Mr. Rojas, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel, I'm gonna get back. I'm back to you because I have to admonish you of certain things. Mr. Esquivel, all the cases that are heard in this court are Class C misdemeanors with fines that normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a trial by jury. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. As you sit there today, Mr. Esquivel, you are innocent until proven guilty. It is the state's burden to prove their cases beyond a reasonable doubt, okay? Do you understand these rights? You can just wave, nod your head. Okay, Mr. Esquivel, other things I need to let you know, there are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain charges. For instance, not having insurance could result in surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question whether your particular charge has consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if I order a fine in court costs and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. There is an application you can fill out with the court, and if you qualify, I can place you on an extended payment plan. I can place you on community service or do a combination of those things. Okay. All right, Mr. Esquivel. So I'm going to read what you're being charged with, and then I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty and go to the sentencing portion of the case. If you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the matter. But what you are telling the court is that there is enough evidence before the court to substantiate a finding of guilt. If you plead not guilty, the case will then be set for a pretrial and then a trial. At the pretrial, the prosecutor will be present. You'll be able to speak to him regarding your case and you can try to negotiate a plea bargain agreement. You can discuss any defenses you have, any excuses you have, whatever the case may be. The prosecutor has the ability to dismiss a case if he feels it's warranted. He has the ability to recommend a plea bargain agreement for the court to consider. If you are unable to resolve your case at pretrial, then your case will be set for trial. It's going to be your choice if it's in front of a judge or in front of the jury. Any questions before I proceed, Mr. Esquivel? You can go ahead and unmute your device at this time, Mr. Esquivel.
What is that?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel, I'm gonna go one by one. As to the charge of open container alleged to have occurred on or about January 29th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. And as to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on or about January 29th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, sir.
The court will accept your plea of guilty on both charges.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to tell me before I go to the sentencing, Mr. Esquivel?
No, sir.
Okay. What do you do for a living, Mr. Esquivel?
I'm on a monthly basis, sir. I'm disabled. They got me for Parkinson's disease. And I live on a monthly basis, sir.
Okay.
They give me $900, but I got other payments to do. But I'll be glad to pay monthly payments or can pay it earlier, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel. All right. As to the open container charge, which I will do accept your plea of guilty, I'm gonna find you guilty. I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition, which means it's like a probation. If you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay in that 90-day period, the case will get dismissed.
And that's on the open container, right, sir?
Yeah, yes, hold on, I'm not finished there. That's gonna be
Okay.
a fine of $100, Crystal. I'm lowering that fine to $100 from $209. And it's gonna be cost of $76 for a total of $176. On the drug paraphernalia, I'm gonna accept your plea of guilty and set aside that finding of guilt. Place you also on 90 days deferred disposition. Crystal, I'm gonna lower that fine to $100.
Yes, sir.
And it's a cost of $76. Normally, that fine, Mr. Esquivel, would have been $230. Okay, Mr. Esquivel, you're gonna be on this probationary period for 90 days. I'm gonna give you 90 days to pay off. What's 176 times 2, Crystal?
$352.
$352, Mr. Esquivel, to be paid in 3 months, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if you wanna do 100 and,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
a
I
month,
understand.
that's up to you, so long as it gets paid by the end of the 90-day period. Now, if the 90-day period comes, Mr. Esquivel, and you, that you're a little short, just come talk to us. I can extend you and give you more time if you need it, okay?
Okay, sir. I understand. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel. That's the order of the court, so I need you to come by the court sometime today or at the latest tomorrow so you can sign off on the paperwork, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel, I'm gonna excuse you. Thank you.
Ándale. Thank you. You have a nice day, sir.
You too. I'm gonna call the rest of the docket, Crystal. Hey, Crystal, we had an individual on here. He didn't have any volume, like he couldn't get his what's the word I'm looking for? He couldn't get the audio to work.
Who is that for, Judge?
I'm trying to.
Raul Medina?
No, we got Roland Medina.
Is he one of the gentlemen that you spoke to him?
No, he couldn't, he wasn't able to get on. He was on, but I accidentally removed him. I was trying to figure out how to talk to him, like to tell him, and I removed him. So he may be calling because I don't want a warrant to go out for him because he was on, but he should have tried to get back on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if somebody calls and says they were on, that is true because we did.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go ahead and call the rest of the docket. Court calls number 2302-00393, State of Texas versus Elias Huartuche Jr. Court calls number 2302-0000388, State of Texas versus Michael Gonzalez. Court calls number 2302-0000385, State of Texas versus Isaias Velasco III. Court calls number 2302-0000386, State of Texas versus Noe Balderas. Court calls number 2302-0000384, State of Texas versus Jose Sanchez. Court calls number 2302-0000389, State of Texas versus Enrique Juan Santillana. Court calls number 2302-0000397, State of Texas versus Francisco Costilla III. Court calls number 2302-0000392, State of Texas versus Alberto Rodriguez. Alberto Rodriguez, Alberto Rodriguez Jr.
Drug awareness course.
Court calls cause number 23020000395. State of Texas versus Michael Salinas. Michael Salinas. Court calls cause number 23020000391. State of Texas versus Daryl Bramlett. Daryl Bramlett. That concludes this morning's docket. Crystal, I'm gonna leave this Zoom on for till 11 to see if anybody else shows up, okay?
Okay, Judge.
All right.